Hello, everybody. I just finished watching the 2025 Game Awards, and I figured we should go over some of the games that got announced. Obviously, Clair Obscur swept. Didn't expect it not to. This was their year. Congrats to them and all that. Sad that neither Dispatch nor Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 got any awards. But they won in my heart. Yeah, I wanted to yap about some of the games that are coming out. There are a few that aren't on here. Unfortunately, it's just how it played out. But there are a few that I want to talk about, the ones that I'm interested in, because that's what I'm here for. So I guess we'll start. We're just gonna start on this list and work our way down to all the ones that I've gotten on my wish list. Yeah. So I'm not gonna play the trailers. I'm just gonna kind of go through the screenshots. I got about 22 minutes before the new Diablo season drops, and I want to be there when it launches. So we're gonna try to not speed run, but also I'm just gonna give quick shout outs. Decrepit it said it was a solo dev, but then it said the 3 guys like publishing. Looks like a Souls-like game. It looked pretty cool. I don't know how big this game is gonna be, because it looks like it's all set in this one castle, because the whole premise is you're trying to escape. But it looked cool enough that I threw it on the wish list, and maybe you will too. Next is No Law. This is made by the people who made Ascendant. There's not a lot besides the trailer that you can look at. However, it looked like a dingy city, multiple gangs. It is first person from the looks of it. It looks pretty cool combat wise. I'm interested enough that I'll probably check it out in the future. But yeah, the story, it seemed kind of similar to Ascendant, just now you're first person and you're like, grr, these people gotta get stopped. Ontos is a sequel to a game that it's not on here, I don't think. But it was pretty sick. It's like a sci-fi mystery game where you're set in a hotel. It looked kind of horror-y. It also gets kind of gory. There were a lot of gory games at this year's Game Awards, which I was very excited about. It was very sick. Like the Divinity announcement, guys, was crazy. However, that's up there for one of my top announcements, but I will talk to you about my second favorite in a second. I threw Ace Combat on here. If you've played Ace Combat, this is the eighth Ace Combat game. I threw it on here not because I'm a fan of Ace Combat, but it seemed like there was kind of a story in here, and that was enough to pique my interest. 4Loop seems like a Left 4 Dead style game where it seems like the world's been ended by aliens, and your whole gimmick is you die trying to save the planet against robots and monsters. If that didn't sell you, I don't know what will. On to the next one. Gang of Dragon it seemed like a Rio Gatoku game, but it's made by a different publishing, like it's made by a different developer. The trailer will do a lot, but it looked like a Yakuza game. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. It looked like a Yakuza game. I genuinely thought it was just a weird Yakuza game. Now for my second favorite game announcement, Total War Warhammer 40k. Super excited about this. This is a peak announcement. I cannot wait. I love Warhammer Fantasy. I knew with the announcement of Nagash that either they were going to go 40k or they were going to go Age of Sigmar. I'm pretty excited that they went 40k. I cannot wait to play it. Obviously, I'm going to be all over it when it releases. On to the next one, Bradley the Badger. This one seemed like a kid game, though it did get gory in some moments. You're kind of like a badger who has the ability to like change the map and stuff. It was very interesting. Very cutesy, very fun. I was like, oh, I'm interested enough. Tomb Raider, Legacy of Atlantis. I'm not a real big Tomb Raider person. However, I don't think it's this one. Actually, it might be this one. I think I saw a dinosaur. There was a dinosaur in one of these, and I felt like, you put a dinosaur in a game, I've got to at least check it out, you know what I'm saying? Control Resonant seems like it's set in the Control universe. It's made by the Alan Wake people, obviously made by the Control people. Very trippy, made my brain hurt. I'm interested to see what happens. Obviously, I'm not going over some of these because some of these just didn't really grab my attention. Like, some of them were being racing games. Some of these were cool. Some of these were, This is a big old puzzle game. Over 1,000 puzzles, evidently, which is crazy. There were a bunch of announcements for games. I think they gave Pragmata a release date. They also showed some more Resident Evil Requiem. They showed Liam. Not Liam. Is it Liam? No, it's not Liam. Show him so I don't have to be wrong. No, they haven't updated it to show him. It's the guy from the original Resident Evil games. Tank Rat was also pretty cool. It's a pretty sick game. I actually didn't have it on my wish list. There's a giant sword car that you end up fighting or something. I don't know. It was a crazy looking game. It's on my wish list now. Trying to look at anything else. Solasta 2 got some more announcements. It looked pretty sick. Obviously, it was Marvel Rivals. This was a cool kind of spacey game. Not a lot that came out with it. But enough to pique my interest to be like, oh, maybe I should put this on my wish list. It had a bunch of alien races. You assemble a crew. You drive a spaceship. It seemed like Mass Effect, so I just threw it in there. Soulframe, Warframe, but fantasy. Lords of the Fallen. This isn't the second one. This is just the regular Lords of the Fallen that's there. Legacy, Batman. Oh my God, $70? Oh, you hate to see that. Okay, I was really excited for this game. $70 for this game. This game better be big. It better be big and it better be good, guys, because that is a price tag. That I am not a fan of the $70 games. Not a fan. Not a fan at all. And then other than that, there was Divinity, and that's the only one that really pops to my mind. Was that Divinity announcement, which was insane. It was an insane announcement. If you get disgusted easily, probably shouldn't watch it. But that trailer went crazy, and I cannot wait to play the new Divinity whenever it comes out. That's all of my yapping. Thanks, you. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to liking it. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.